As you can see in the title, this is a story of two roundabouts, but it also highlights the challenges of making roadway design decisions without fully considering all the data and the specific needs of the location. Let's start at the beginning. Before the roundabouts were constructed, the area was served by a signalized intersection and a stop sign controlled intersection. Both managed the traffic loads of those getting on and off the 5 freeway in Cascade along with the local traffic on the old road. The old road is a side road that runs parallel to the 5 freeway, running all the way south from where the 14 and the 5 freeway meet and north all the way to Cascade Lake through Santa Clarita. The primary purpose of this route is local traffic, but when the 5 becomes congested, it also absorbs overflow traffic. The 5 freeway itself is a major route connecting Los Angeles to Bakersfield and running through Santa Clarita and Cascade. The two roundabouts of focus were part of a larger roadway construction project that began back in August of 2007. The roundabouts were completed in late 2009 with the entirety of the project finishing up around February 2010. While the roundabouts were a key focus, they were only a small part of a broader initiative with other main focuses including a new bridge with widening and adding seismic retrofitting. Other changes were the moving of the location of on and off ramps with the addition of a new on-ramp. This new addition is part of a last major focus of a new signal at Sedona Way. The new intersection signal also contained the moved off-ramp from the original bridge location away from the new roundabout. Another minor focus was the rot slope protection along the channel banks of Cascade Creek. The main purpose of this project was to increase the capacity of the interchange along with local roads and to improve the mobility, increase the safety, alleviate congestion delay, and accommodate a planned growth on the old road. Let's take a look at these roundabouts now in a bit more depth. The smaller roundabout of the two acts as a control for on and off northbound traffic for the 5 freeway, while the larger one is responsible for more local traffic with a smaller focus of southbound on traffic for the 5 freeway as well as a connection for northbound off traffic. The actual design of the roundabouts are mostly the same with 2 lanes with one interior that can exit at any of the roads and the outside lane with a forced exit at the opposing road of the one the driver enters from. This forced exit is key to make sure that there are no conflicts that arise from a driver trying to get out of the roundabout from the interior lane and striking a car in the outside lane that isn't exiting the roundabout. This requirement is shown in signage for drivers coming up to the roundabout to reduce confusion. This video didn't start out here and was planned for a smaller segment and a short about improving roads across the states. Looking at the crash data at these roundabouts using the Transportation Injury Mapping System, there's been 24 in the past 8 years from 2016 to 2024. Most of these crashes are struck object, side swipes, and a handful of broadside collisions occurring all in the roundabout itself. The causes of these crashes range from unsafe lane changes, right-of-way issues, unsafe speeds by drivers, and DUIs, which account for most of the struck object cases. Solely looking at the number of crashes can make it seem like this is a location of need, that the roundabouts are not working and leading to more crashes, and a signalized intersection would have been better remaining. However, there are 2 reasons why this is not the lesson to be taken and a lesson of looking at more than just the upfront crash data. Something you probably noticed at this roundabout is that there are hundreds if not thousands of cars going through it daily or even hourly. 24 crashes at a major roundabout at 3 a year next to a freeway that sees 200,000 average daily drivers just isn't a lot. Taking it one step further and looking at the severity of the crashes finds that there are only 2 severe injuries from crashes, with one occurring from a DUI incident where the driver struck an object and the other coming from a crash of a motorcyclist overturning after speeding. The rest of the crashes were either minor or complaints of pain by drivers. Of course, no crash is always better, but the key principle and a massive benefit of roundabouts is the reduction in the severity of crashes that do occur. A key principle of mine is that no road is perfect and any road can be improved, and by looking at this roundabout, a way to possibly target some of these crashes would be to improve the visibility of striping for drivers and make it clearer for the forced exit by drivers in the outside lane. This can be done by restriping and making the routes clearer, as well as taking the current existing sign and massively increasing the size to better prepare drivers. But is this the best use of a city's limited budget? There are a small proportion of crashes to the amount of traffic this road sees a day. Cities don't get the privilege of nitpicking every little detail of every existing road, and this roundabout is a perfect example of a city trying to move forward in safety. This roundabout was supposed to be an example of one of the Improving Roads series on my shorts that look at locations of high crashes and tries to improve the road, but I wanted this to be a learning lesson for myself and for others that rushing to the data leads to money being wasted on location such as this, taking what little funding there is and trying to hit that perfect vision zero that while optimistic for 0 crashes, it just isn't realistic. Looking at roads that have crashes leading to multiple severe injuries or worse fatalities take precedent. A quote I was told that made this never more evident at this location itself. Before the roundabout, first responders would meet the drivers involved in a crash in the intersection itself. Now they meet them in the Rouse parking lot.